So with this JP Dokkan data download, LR Broly and Trunks are actually officially in game. They just dropped it right with the data download, man. Ooh, this arc looks pretty good, actually, does it? So this unit seems to be a pretty decent option for a free-to-play character. I really do like what they're able to do. We'll go ahead and break them down as we actually go through the fights, but honestly, just hop right into it. So we're running them on the 200% Time Travelers team. Right here, we're getting prepared for battle, Super Saiyan, and then Legendary Power active. We're going to try and get Vegeta and Trunks over to the other rotation if possible. Just not sure when that's going to happen. So, Trunks and Broly, you see right here, they're starting off at 237k defense. They do get 100% attacking defense and 4k at the start of turn. If they're in the first or third slot at the start of turn, they change a random type of key sphere to rainbow key spheres. I'll try to show that later in the fight. In this fight, we have to run them in slot 1 here, but later on, we'll try to get them in like a slot 2 kind of situation, I'm thinking. Or I could do this with my. Actually, I think I will do this with my. No, I want the links up, so we'll have to do this here, but they also do get 2 key and then 20% attack for each rainbow key sphere you obtain. So they're very, very key sufficient here. They do 2 additional attacks, each of which have a medium chance to become a super attack, and they have a high chance crit chance built in. So that is pretty nice overall. Now, here's the real kicker. They get 40% attack and defense when performing a super attack, and then on top of that, with each super attack they do, they get another 31% attack and defense and 8% damage reduction. With that, they also have a 30% attack and defense raise on both their super attack effects. So, I mean, their defense, again, it shows as 200k here, 237k. But it's actually going to get really, really high. And I'll tell you guys what exactly their defense is going to be. So, 8.9 mil attack stat is not bad at all, considering they have a high chance to crit. And they can do 4 of these additionals. This is my first time seeing these super attacks, by the way. So, here's the normal, there's the normal, and then there it is. So, that's the issue. That you can see with this Trunks and Broly is that they could just do super, normal, 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 and that obviously isn't really ideal for you. Definitely would have liked a lot more than that. I mean, in that scenario, let's say, okay, they got these 71% attack and defense just on super attack, essentially. I'm not sure if that's really going to be that great. If we do the math here, then we'll get the 30% on super. I mean, they're at 526k with 50% reduction. I want to get Vegeta and Trunks over. I guess we will. Let's just get a multitude of like just different situations for the Trunks and Broly. I think will be good. One thing to keep in mind, they have very good equipment. Their offensive equip, the silver one, I am missing the 200 attack. Not that big of a deal, but I'm missing it. But besides that, they have their max defense equipments, and you can see 18,000 defense is really high. And they've got 21.5k attack with their full attack stat. These special equips give them a lot of stats, so that helps them out quite a bit. That's where their stats are so high, and even their HP stat is actually pretty decent, right? And even though the equips don't give them HP, 17.4k HP, I'll take that. Well, it could be a lot better for an LR. It could be definitely a lot better, but I'll take it for sure. It's definitely not nothing. Like, so many characters now released with like 14,000 HP or something like that. And it's like, well, you gotta suck, right? We would like for you to have better defensive stats, right? But hopefully we get some better turns soon with the medium chance additionals and things like that. People are speculating this character will easy A, and I think that is technically possible that they could easy A still, like later on in the future. We have zero clue, though, if this character is actually going to easy A or not. I would not pin your hopes on them easying anytime soon, but, I mean, they are kind of prepped for an easy A in terms of, like, their leader skill, right? Okay, so we can get Shattering Limit here. I'm just worried about Trunks finishing things off, so I think I will keep Toa here. Oh, yeah, Toa is definitely not going to finish things off here. We're missing out on some key. I accidentally grabbed the wrong key, but that's fine. So right here, we're going to get the same links, except we also have Shattering the Limit here, which is going to be just an extra 5% attack and defense. So again, we're at the 239k defensive stat. Let me bring up the calculator here again. Just so that you guys could see what they're going to be at defensively, like after these super attacks they'll get here. Hopefully we get multiple more super. So we're at a 7 million attack stat here. which is definitely a lot lower because we didn't get a lot of these rainbow key spheres, right? Last time we got 4 rainbow key spheres. This turn we only got 1 rainbow key sphere, right? So we got 2 super attacks here. So we got an additional ray. So we're at 16% reduction. They're getting 62% from their passive. And then we got a 3rd super attack right there. So we're at, what, 24% damage reduction, which is quite good. 92% stats. So if I put this together and calculate their defense, it's probably going to be really high, actually, compared to what we saw last time, right? Because they get, yeah, 132% attack and defense here on super attack. Plus, they'll get another 90% here. So, yeah, they're at 1 million defense, 1.05 million defense with the 24% damage reduction. That's pretty good. Again, they shoot up quite a bit with these additional supers, which is, you know, honestly, it's definitely why they decided to... I'll put Gowasan's Mouse in the first slot. That's definitely why they decided to make it where... Try to save some rainbow orbs. Where this character only has the medium chances to super attack. I still think they should have given this character high chances for them to get their super attacks. But... that's still pretty good overall, I think, because they have the chance to really explode. And they do have the 2 additionals guaranteed. If you guys remember with their TUR, one of the additionals were only guaranteed if you're above 50% HP. So that's the thing with that, right? If you're under 50% HP, you would only get the extra crit chance. They instead just gave you the crit chance 20% under 50% HP, and then the extra additional above 50% HP. They just gave both of those for free, right? Because it used to be separate. Which I mean, it's kind of like a very small change. I mean, that's nice, but I definitely like to see more, right? Alright, so now we have Vegeta Trunks here. We could use the active skill here, and we'll go ahead and use the active skill. So the active skill is able to be used either on turn 6 from the start of battle. So it doesn't have to be their turn 6, but the 6th turn from the start of battle. They get 20%, not 20%. They get 20 key for the turn, 60% attack, and then attacks will always hit the enemy. Which is not really that big of a deal, but, you know, I guess it is a cool thing to have right here. So we'll see that. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is not, I don't think this is a super attack. This should be from what we saw in the, the story mode. So let's go ahead and play this. Yep, that looks pretty good. So here we could also get 4 rainbow key spheres. So they're gonna get the max attack that they can get from the rainbow key spheres, plus they have their active skill up. So that's really cool. We'll grab this, and we have Toa's support, which is probably, it could be giving 50%. It might not be. I can't really tell, unfortunately, based off of this, but we'll go ahead and just do this again. We have everything right here except for Saiyan Lineage and then the Shocking Speed Link. So this is going to be their best looking turn, I'm thinking. Especially if we got the extra offensive support. Things are going to be looking really good for us. I do not think Vegeta and Trunks will kill here. They've been just floating off rotation, and they just kind of have been doing their thing. No, Vegeta Trunks, you know, I could have kept Toa here, huh? If Vegeta and Trunks kills, that is going to really annoy me. But there's no way, right? Yeah, no, there's no way they kill. They don't have that damage. Alright, let's see what this attack set's going to be. It's probably going to be pretty good. Okay, buddy, you can calm down, man. We know. Chill. Alright, Vegeta Trunks. Yeah, you're done. Let's see. So, 16 mil attacks are right here on the active skill turn. Now, in terms of using this, being under 40% HP is not, like, uncommon. And then a 12 mil attacks are right there. Yeah, okay. They could do a lot of damage on this active turn, because that 60% attack is multiplicative. That's really, really strong. Turn 6 is something you'll probably only see against Omega Shenron, though. I think that's the only thing about that. But beyond that, it should be okay. Maybe I'll just finish this specific rotation off here. Let's just get this done. Now we had Broly in slot 2, so we could actually see Broly Rainbow Orb change next turn. I think that's the last ability we want to show. And then we'll just get that last rotation and we'll end the showcase from there. We should be good. The cell doesn't stun or anything, right? No. Okay. I'm pretty sure the Soda Hope Trunks should be able to finish this cell off. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking about this Broly. I think he is looking quite strong, this Broly and Trunks. Their defense gets really high with the multiplicative stats. But again, they're also just like, again, another character where it's like they have a really bad starter turn defense and their tech. So like Fusion's Amasu, Omega Shenron, they're going to struggle in. But in basically every other piece of content, they'll be pretty good. Even against, like, you know, in Goku Black Fight, you know, they'll be solid there too. And so we'll see right here. It works like the metal coolers, the free-to-play ones, where if you're in slot 3 or slot 1, you do have a Rainbow Orb changing, which is very powerful here. So we'll get this last rotation. We're going to get 3 Rainbow Keysters this time, so that's fine. We'll get this with Vegeta and Trunks, and then we'll get this with the Int Mai here. So let's see how many super... I would love to see like a quad super attack turn here. So again, 9 mil attack stat. Their attack stats can vary depending on your orb changing with them or not, but they are a slot 2 character or a slot 3 character. So usually what's going to happen is if you have them in slot 2 or 3, they're going to come back around and they're going to Rainbow Orb change. So they do most of the time generate their own orbs. Unless you're running them in slot 1, then obviously they're not actually generating their orbs themselves. If Cell super attacks this character, I assume it should be double digits. This Cell hits for about 1 million or so on a super attack. It seems like he's not going to super attack them though. I guess not. So I'm going to end the video here, just right in the middle of things. Let me know what you guys think about the Trunks and Broly LR. Thank you for watching, and then I guess I'll just catch you in... I want to end on the card. No, it's fine. Whatever. We'll end here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.